Now, I'd like to introduce you all to our next contributor, Mohammad Abidi. He's our lead engineer at Baton, and he's going to introduce you to our technology, the thing that really powers Baton services. Mo?
Thank you, Alex. I'm Mohammad Abdi. I lead engineering at Baton Systems. Baton platform is made up of a set of microservices that scale independently of each other to kind of based on the load and the traffic of different events that the system is going through. Three of the main components that of these services are a clearing and settlement gateway, shared permission ledger, and workflow. Now, the platform does not require conversion to any digital tokens or cryptocurrency. The platform works on native assets. The way it does is by connecting to the financial institution ledgers via the clearing and settlement gateway. The business processes that a particular transaction goes through is represented by the workflow. Workflow is similar to the smart contracts that you have on other DLTs. All these state changes are recorded in a immutable fashion onto the shared permission ledger. We'll cover the shared permission ledger a little bit later in the presentation. The workflow itself has two modes, the public steps and the private steps. The public steps are the steps that are shared between the two participants of a transaction. Private steps are particular to a node or a participant. An example of a private step could be an approval that's required over a certain threshold. Now, going over to maybe discuss a little bit some of the other higher level components. We talked about the gateway component already and the ledger. Some of the other things that some of the other services that the Baton platform has is a way of aggregating the trades or events that are coming in, and then having a rule engine to kind of assess exactly what the state is. And you can have defined thresholds, or you can have time of day events that are kind of defined. So it'll assess based on that and then initiate workflows or activate based on those. The activation step is a set of workflows that execute across nodes to help us settle assets or payments. Finally, going over to discussing a little bit more about the DLT or ledger constructs. A trade goes through from initialization to completion a set of states. These are dependent upon how a workflow or the steps that are going through the workflow engine is triggering or going through. Now, all these states are saved into the shared permission ledger in an immutable fashion. The ledger can have multiple subscribers to it, which can both be internal or external customers. Internal, it could be other internal systems, and for externals, it could be observer or third parties like regulatory bodies that you can have these. Think of ledger as a materialized view, and which is based on permissions. Finally, going through the last one about talking about operational considerations that the Baton platform offers. Baton platform is SOC 2 compliant. So we have well-documented processes which cover security, business processes in terms of change management, disaster recovery, and business continuity. We have a dedicated InfoSec program with the external partner, which runs monthly vulnerability tests. We review the findings and have regular issues that are getting fixed based on cadence of if they're medium or low priority. We have a cadence to kind of fix them. And then we also have external penetration tests that that run every quarter and go through the same cadence. When we find an issue, we fix them expeditiously. Finally, we also monitor all our production environments very actively. We are using a SIM to monitor both the network, the compute, and the application to detect any anomalies and then alert based on those. We regularly run business continuity and disaster recovery plans, making sure that we are ready for any downtime that might occur. Since we support our customers globally, this is important to us that we can provide as much of an SLA as possible. We do monthly business reviews with our customers, which where we review the SLAs that our system is providing, the capacity the system has, and any of the features that we have implemented and future upcoming features. We work closely with our customers to implement, to kind of prioritize and work on any of the features. We also offer training on the platform for any of the new features that we develop. We also offer training on that. Thank you. That's all I had to cover. Over to you, Alex, now.